Hey, Alex. I've almost finished writing the summary for the report.
Perfect.
I'm still unconvinced. So here's a question for you, Alex. How can we do this without killing 3 strikes?
Sensor still hasn't recovered?
He has, but the doctor won't let him fly.
Just as much.
How much longer are you gonna make me wait?
Who's the self-important stiff?
Here, and he really is quite important.
We're connected. Ready now, sir.
I'm Brigadier General Howard Clemens. I'm in charge of this operation. Our objective is to capture an advanced submarine in harbor at Artiglio. The port of Artiglio and the surrounding oil facilities were mostly destroyed by another air operation.
Oh, that port. Seems like such a long time ago.
You've been there?
However, Erusian forces repaired the facilities and used them to resupply and maintenance a massive submarine.
Here's a question. How long do you think this submarine is? If you guess 495 meters, you're right. It also has a width of 116 meters, with a submerged displacement of 810,000 tons. It's a supersized nuclear submarine powered by 2 liquid metal-cooled reactors.
I guess it really is huge. So who's the quiz show host?
David North. I'm an OIA analyst from Advanced Weapons Analysis.
Why isn't he here?
Because he doesn't need to be. He can perform his analysis at his home office.
Ha! We've got ourselves an armchair detective.
Continue.
I've come to call this super submarine the alicorn. The alicorn is a submarine, and yet it can stage aircraft operations like a carrier. It also boasts some serious firepower with its 2 main railguns. Their range is over 400 kilometers.
A real monster if there ever was one.
The sub's force projection capabilities are equivalent to a carrier strike group. Furthermore, it can approach underwater or use aircraft and railguns to attack outside the enemy's range. It has an unusual history befitting such a ship. It was launched 4 years ago. However, it went MIA on a sea trial after being outfitted. It was later found at the bottom of the ocean by chance, and of the 356 crewmen, 330 were rescued. Here's the question. For how many days was the alicorn underwater? It was 698 days.
Whoa. They were down there 2 years?
They were on the seafloor at 15 degrees.
So why are they deploying it to the front lines now?
I suspect it has to do with the loss of an arsenal bird in the IRBM cluster.
Huh. Okay, so we just blow up the damn thing?
We capture it. Don't make me repeat myself. We've had reports from local sources that there are weapons of mass destruction aboard the alicorn.
Source.
If we can secure that evidence, we'll gain advantage in the peace negotiations post-war.
The Ocean Navy has dispatched a fleet, including a landing ship, to capture the alicorn. Our mission is to secure air superiority and protect this assault and capture task force.
If we take too long, they'll scuttle the sub. The fleet will commence its actions while we seize the skies.
Wouldn't it be risky to bring the fleet in before we secure air superiority?
That is none of your concern.
So basically, you're putting our fleet in danger for political gains.
They should have taught how to address superiors in boot camp.
An EW squadron will be deployed. Their ESM will be a valuable asset. Stay within their range, and you'll have a significant advantage over your enemies. The ETA for the EW aircraft is the same as HAP.
Only Strider Squadron will sort you.
Whoa, I have to sit this one out?
Wait, Wiseman, you're not coming?
I'll be assisting the Brigadier General at HQ.
This is by no means a difficult mission. Your squadron commander's absence shouldn't change that.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
It's a requiem. Set off as soon as we're ready. Here we go. Do it with a bang.
Understood.
Shit. What's up?
Friendly aircraft and EW aircraft will arrive 5 minutes late.
What?
Retreat and wait for backup. Retreat not authorized. Gain air superiority at once. Trigger, what now?
Just for one aircraft? Just talking nerves. Come on, it's time to find a real fighter pilot.
We're doing this or not? Trigger's already kicked off the game.
Going in. After Trigger.
All aircraft, engage. Weapons free.
Sir, you didn't tell us there was a change in the H-hour. In our hotshot in the last 5 minutes.
Come and get me.
I don't need no wise men to fly. Then prove it, Cal. Righto.
Enemy got away.
Let's see how good you are.
Strider 1, missile away.
Bring it up. Help me! They're one step ahead in the dogfight.
Fox 3.
Don't slow down. Too late. It's not an option.
You want a piece of me? You got it.
Coming down here. Planning on maybe past your time around pushovers. Yeah! Here we go, cowboys. Around them.
Combat's a lot harder without wise men. You sure? Our man Tree was an absolute monster just now. All my targets back. Time to punch through. Being outnumbered is tougher than I thought.
Shut your trap and keep shooting.
Shit! Let's do it with a bang.
These guys are good. I'm going to land to stick one on the right. We're the last generation of fighter pilots. Show them just what we can do.
It's not every day you're in a battle like this.
Come on, try me. Nobody's got more combat experience than we do.
Strider Squadron. Enemy aircraft have begun their assault on us. Swiftly secure our air superiority. I know that, but we're outnumbered. Pushing back hard.
This is Sticker 1, and reinforce it in 3 time. Attack. Trigger 2 window. Pilot confirmed the plane.
Trigger, seeing advanced stealth fighters.
SU-57s, highly capable planes. Stay on your toes if you engage them.
What fly what you got? That was a fine match.
Down quite a few, but haven't even made a dent.
Shut up. You see Trigger complaining.
Well, he doesn't talk much, but fine. Here I go.
Keep going. A few sparks are to be expected.
Target shot down.
This is Enchanter. This is the AO.
Yes, EW aircraft and Drake Squadron are here.
I didn't think you'd get her so quickly.
We're here, team.
The EW aircraft have strong ESM on board. They can improve your dogfighting capabilities by enhancing missile range, homing, and more.
Meeting place for pilots replaced by UAVs. This is it. This is the battlefield I've been craving.
Drake Squadron, follow me. I'll show you how the pros do it.
Copy that. Show us what you got. Drake 5 engaging. Drake 2. Enemy detected. Send rescue. Drake 1 engaging. Drake 3 engaging.
Target acquired.
That would have been way too close if it wasn't for Trigger.
Don't let them get to a center.
Trigger, you see the ESM range displayed on your radar? Your capabilities will improve inside that area. Started.
Okay, I quit. Not counting their numbers anymore. The skills that count, not the plane.
Trigger shot down at SU-57. Fox 2. Trigger splashed a hostile. Good. The ESM's improving your aircraft's dogfighting capabilities. I should have switched with Lonza. Entering ESM range.
Getting out of rock. Striking.
Missile launched.
Rock checked. Not yet. I'll keep him hanging. Take him down.
Fox 3.
Target 1, stranded on your trail.
I'm hit!
We're not fighting UAVs. It's just as hard on them as it is on us.
Strider 1, missile, keep your head down!
Receiving support from ESM.
That's right, you're up here with us, clear.
Keep your distance from your EW aircraft. Roger. Are you sure? Damn sure. It's 3 strikes.
Come at me, bro. Catch me if you can.
Multiple aircraft approaching this airspace. They're Harriers.
Any moves to attack our fleet must be stopped.
All right.
See that? Friendly can't move to attack enemy ships. I can target it the moment I try to close in on their ships. They're only human. They'll tire out soon enough.
I don't even have time for a snack on this operation.
Just wait. I'll get you a break in a second.
Thanks.
You got a bandit.
Harrier destroyed. Nice work. Those fighters are after the fleet. Take care of the rest.
Size of that sub? Why the hell was it not in action all this time? Only fire an aircraft approaching the submarine. Leave the rest to our boys in the air. No control. Returning to base. Don't forget the top of the cannon to have a problem if it just 3 strikes shows up.
Harrier 2s have all been destroyed. Good job. Great work.
Keep your eyes on 3 strikes. You might learn a thing or two. Roger. Numbers a little.
Command to the officer. The approaching landing ship is to be considered hostile. Set it as your target. Roger. Set primary target to hostile landing ship Puffin. Our target is the captain of the Puffin, Robin Gary. Captain? Ah, you don't see it. Gunnery is about killing the people on board.
Detecting hostile barrage jamming. They brought EW aircraft. I'm displaying the jammed area on your radars.
My weakness says he's not 3 strikes. I can't stop reloading.
Enemy EW aircraft is down.
Great. Their jamming zone's shrinking. Enemy aircraft are in range.
Alert! Alert! My missile's not homing in properly.
When in range of enemy jammers, missile lock-on and homing capabilities are reduced.
This is gonna be trouble.
Trigger took down the enemy EW aircraft.
That bird over there flies pretty well. Didn't think pilots of that caliber were still around. We definitely hit a hornet's nest.
Tell the friendly being tailed.
Missile launched. EW aircraft is taking fire from IF-23. All aircraft be advised. Enemy strike fighters are on the approach. They're fullbacks, definitely faster than the ones before.
Pose a serious threat. Take them down.
Righto. Trigger, keep this done quick.
We're past the 3rd checkpoint. We're halfway there.
From Puffin to all ships. Change formation.
Full speed ahead. Move in front of the landing ship Puffin. We're going to be their shield. Take down the EW aircraft.
Effects of friendly ESM are negated inside the enemy's jamming zones. Be careful.
No magic allowed, huh?
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
That's it. Trigger splashed a fighter.
Copy.
Don't bother reporting minor damages. If the landing ship makes it, we win.
Target eliminated. Go to work.
Looks like we'll have that beast captured in no time.
They'll be happy to see us. Spent 2 years at the bottom of the ocean. I don't want to go back to that. I see 3 strikes. I'll kill you.
All aircraft be advised. 2 bogies on the approach. Aircraft type Su-47.
Burkitts. Marusha doesn't have many of those. Where'd they come from?
Hey, Rage, can I kill him now? I've waited long enough.
Use the confusion to get on a 6.
Like a true villain, huh? I like the way you think.
Who's seeing on my tail? Taking fire!
Woo!
Idiots, ignore the Erusians.
Don't call me an idiot. I'd kill you if you weren't my brother.
The bogey shot down an Erusian bird.
What do you mean? There are no more reinforcements. They must be hostile. You are clear to engage. Don't hesitate. Enemy dodged. Ignore these guys.
Neither Ocean nor Illusion. We're just filthy bats.
Look in your dead trigger.
I'm gonna screw you up so bad.
Stunner 1, locked on target.
How do you dodge that?
Stunner 1, missile launched.
Total lineup. Get it off.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Hostile just popped out of nowhere.
It's an ECM, type of saturation decoy.
Visual scan for the source. I got this guy. Take the shot.
I'll tear him apart.
Let's take him down before we can figure out what I'm planning.
Trigger, that's a decoy. Need to check your target visually.
Get him, Scream.
And pizza on a silver platter.
Think I was kind of hero.
Trigger hit the target.
Good, you're seeing right through their illusions.
I'm on his back.
Strata 1, target acquired. Landed on your 6.
It's been a while since I met someone who's curious.
Careful, ice has formed on your plane.
I've always wanted to kill a man like you.
Launch your remaining missiles. Missile hit.
Shit. Scream. We're pulling out. We can't take down 3 strikes with damaged planes.
God damn it! 3 strikes, I will have you. You will die!
What? Not struck.
Am I hearing things?
No, I hear it too.
Hey, those filthy bats are on the run. Let them go. Secure air superiority and protect your allies.
Wilco.
That's what I like to see.
Additional hostiles confirmed. We're detecting surface-to-ship weapons teams around the sub. Eliminate them.
Their rings are thinning.
At last, the light at the end of the tunnel. Continue with your mission.
They're not retreating. That submarine must mean the world to them.
Watch out. It's got his radio missiles too.
Strutter 1, locked on target. Missile away.
Fire everything you've got. Don't even think about conserving ammo.
Target is down.
Many of them fired.
Missile hit.
Quick, right now!
Friendly shot down the Su-34 approaching the fleet. We owe you one.
Be advised, enemy ground forces are preparing to strike.
Captain, 3 strikes and his crew. They've tied down the enemy bird.
Strutter
Our
1,
men just
missile
might make
away.
it through. Let the LRSSG take care of the enemy aircraft. The rest are REW aircraft.
Destroyed.
Negative. Negative.
Confirmed destroyed. All ground targets destroyed.
This takes away the enemy's surface-to-ship capabilities. Fine work, Trigger.
Destroy the target.
Captain, they're ready to take off, sir. They're prepared to sacrifice their lives to carry the cargo. Captain, don't you see? Lives are about to be snuffed out in senseless cruelty. How many must we sacrifice to put them to rest?
Captain charged.
Wait.
Target in sight. Being got bandit ready.
We got this. First strike in the squadron are with us.
Missile away.
Strider 1, bandit is down. Keep it up. Flash 1. Stay in formation.
Missiles deployed. Fox 2!
We can destroy the landing ship. We can take the plane along with it.
Hostile confirmed destroyed. Strider 1, missile away!
That submarine was huge.
Target acquired.
Fox 2!
Missile launched.
Good job.
Behind the enemy.
Missile away.
Fox 2.
Target shot down. 1 minute remaining.
The enemy has a lock on me.
Strider 1, watch your tail. Strider 1, bandit destroyed.
Fox 2.
On my target's tail. Missile tracking you. Break! Launch it. Bandit on your tail. Bandit behind you. Launch it.
Strider 1, splash the bandit.
Alicorn, do you copy? We cannot stop the approaching enemy landing ship. Scuttle and Assab immediately.
As of now, this boat no longer belongs to the Erusian military.
What do you say?
Don't you see?
Muffin, this is Longcaster. Enemy's resistance is dwindling and we've almost secured air superiority.
Copy. Commencing capture operation.
The rest is all yours, Captain. Now I can finally have my sausage rolls.
That's the kind of food you eat up there?
Of course, anything other than finger food would get in the way of my duties.
That clearly wasn't what she meant. Took longer than I expected. I'll be leaving now. You take command from here on.
Well done, pilot. Then go ahead, both engines.
Are you sure? The landing ship puppet to all active units. Enemy submarine has started moving.
Commence firing.
Main guns commence fire!
Bearing 180, cruising at 5 knots. Movement on the deck. It's their aircraft.
Alicorn fired on her with the railguns! The landing ship's on fire! It's gonna sink!
Confirming launch of submarine-based aircraft. 4 bird. It appears one of them is carrying a cruise missile.
What?
What happened?
What happened? Listen up. You need to take that bird down. Hurry!
Patch me in. Do you hear me? David North here. There's a possibility the cruise missile is a WMD.
Shit!
Hey, what about the submarine?
We've got to help our ship first.
Don't lose them! Shoot them down!
Shit!
Open vents. Fill all ballast tanks. Full speed ahead once we're underway.
Trigger's caught up to them.
Scrap them, Trigger.
Enemy submarine is going under.
That monster will roam the oceans.
20,000 meters until the aircraft exits the AO.
Heed my words. This boat has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner.
Band it down.
Keep it up! They're not raiding us. We see not a conflict, but a destruction of balance, a judgment. Everything will be done with reason from beginning to end.
Target's destruction confirmed.
Seems he was down by 3 strikes.
The damn bastard ruined it.
Captain,
Don't you see? He walked all over it with his dirty boots, over the crisp white sheets of my bed that I had just made.
Alex plan. It'll make a fine sideshow for our scheme to kill 1 million people. Plan to save 10 million lives, command duty officer.
Here we go. Do it with a bang.
The operation has been completed. Stand by for further orders.
Hold on. We still don't know who those bats were. Why were they after Trigger? They were using Osia's radio frequency. You mean they're on our side?
Impossible. They didn't respond to our IFF. Or maybe they were there to settle a personal score. There's nothing unusual about being shot in the back by an ally.
Guess it might have been that way where we came from, but you know what I'm saying, Trigger?
Everyone, here's a question.
That's enough. Remove him from the call.
Wait, don't hang up on me yet. How did they know that we had intelligence on their weapons of mass destruction? They never would have taken such actions if they didn't know.
They have a spy.
Better to be suspicious than not, I suppose.
At the very least, we'll have to assume from here on out that they know everything that we do.
Another question, Alex. Captain Mateus Torres, the captain of the Alicorn. What is his goal?
There are 21 likely targets. The number of main routes
Wrong.
to the targets is 2,405.
You're being too logical.
Want me to define main?
Alex, can you be more sensory?
What do you mean?
Make me a collage of Torres's quotes. Work freely. Keep my hypothesis in mind.
Life taken by cheap kills of forward projectional sea power.
No good.
No good.
Alex. All right, let's go on. Try to be a little more sensuous.
Monstrous, 16,752. And salvation of passivity.
Okay.
Vulgarity of 6 per minute of forward security.
Good.
Will of nuclear retaliation on death. 160mm guidance where massacre is placed by...
More logically.
Salvation of 10 million. An elegant massacre upon the Cage continents.
Stop. That's... correct? Or is it?
It's a requiem.
David, I've built a model of Captain Torres and 3 strikes, based on your hypothesis and mission parameters
from the past. I ran a precision combat simulation, but it failed.
Bummer. Why didn't it work?
Reasons in sensuous order are: 1. Your hypothesis is trash. 2. The parameters you gave me are trash.
Did I do something to tick you off?
3. Captain Torres is a singularity.
So the values diverge. But what about this one? 4. 3 strikes is a singularity.
That's outside the confidence interval. The possibility that it's 1, 2, or 3 is 99%.
What?
Significance is high.
Try this. This is 3 strikes data before he's assigned to the LRSSG.
The Erusian military is gathering its remaining naval forces at Anchorhead Bay. Apparently, they're even bringing in ships from the Mothball fleet. This is probably to reinforce their naval power in preparation for the showdown in Farbanti. We've received intel that the Alicorn will also be joining them.
From which source, Brigadier General? There's a possibility the Alicorn's former crew have been tasked with sabotage.
Your job is to analyze the enemy's weaponry. From now on, speak only when authorized. I don't hear a response.
May I be authorized to speak first, sir?
When we're done, I'll be talking to your superiors. Here's your mission. LRSSG is to raid Anchorhead, carry out airstrikes on Anchor Bay to the north and Dockyard Bay to the south, inflicting all possible damage. If we can strip the port of its naval functions, we can also prevent the submarine from joining forces.
The area around Anchorhead is Erusian territory. To delay hostile detection, you will sortie in small numbers and make your way in at super low altitudes.
Small sortie. Who's going?
Count, Lanza, Hujan, and Trigger. 4 aircraft from Strider Squadron will be deployed.
Well, all right, I got this.
To cover our lack of numbers, we're giving you plenty of opportunities to resupply. Look here. We've set up multiple return lines. Make full use of them to resupply and change armaments. Also note that the enemy will not be able to mount a defense immediately after detecting them. Use this window to destroy high-threat targets. That should make things much easier for you.
It should also raise the survival rate.
Survival rate, huh?
The elements of surprise and resupplying are the key. Beyond that, I just need a couple of pilots who will stick to my orders. We don't need an ace to succeed. Got anything to say? Good.
Brigadier General.
That is all.
David, go on.
Let me share the career of Mateus Torres, captain of the submarine Alicorn. Does anyone know how his people hailed him?
A bit unfair to provide us with next to no hints, don't you think?
Fair enough. The hero of Cumberth Harbor is the answer. He was a captain of the battleship Tanager at the time of the Continental War. It led Aegir Fleet, the Invincible Armada. But when the fleet was destroyed at Cumberth Harbor, so was his ship.
Yet, he's the hero?
He was able to bring most of his crew home with accurate damage control and precise evacuation orders. Then there's the accident with the Alicorn. Many believe that if they stay with him, they'll live. Transfer from surface to underwater is unusual. However, considering his skill and reputation, along with the fact that the Alicorn is no ordinary submarine, it all makes sense.
It'll be a difficult mission to carry out with 4 aircraft. Still, I'd like to add one more to the mission conditions.
What, you want to make it even harder?
I want a 100% survival rate for the sortie. Any other number and the mission will be considered a failure.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
I can almost touch the water.
Altitude restriction lifted. Begin up.
The food at this party served buffet style. Pick whatever dish you like before the host mounts a resistance.
Luco, I'll eat their hearts out.
Sorry, Trigger. The juicy targets are all mine.
Emergency! ETA 2 minutes!
Already here.
Nice, Trigger. There's no enemy movement yet.
Gobble up all the high-value targets. Forget about your manners.
Never had any of those freaking.
Had to stay behind last time. This is gonna be a walk in the park. It's a good warm-up to get back in the game.
The AA defense system was destroyed before it was activated. This will make things easier later.
Brigadier General Clemens, about 3 strikes. You sure we'll get a positive result this time?
Yes, Lieutenant General Shepard. Operation Dominoes is going as planned.
Strider 1, warship sunk.
Command won't accept this report. Do whatever it takes to shoot them down.
Resistance from enemy air defenses confirmed. Keep on dining. Just don't pay for it.
Righto. Begin firing now. They think they've already won. Now's our chance.
Now time for a counterstrike.
Should have brought my air-to-ground missiles.
A bomb would work fine. You'll wipe them out with one hit.
30% of observed enemy forces destroyed.
Keep it up!
We ain't done eating yet. Ain't that right, Trigger?
Lost contact in the second platoon. If they're caught, that means we have less. How many ships in port are still operational?
Likely less than half.
Ludicrous. We'll fill a port with scrap metal at this rate.
Trigger, don't push your luck on the damaged aircraft. Get on the return line if you need to.
Not failing yet.
All right. We've wiped out most of their forces in the urban area.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
I still see some ships moving. Trigger, let's go for those.
There's no need to go through the whole menu. Focus on the juicier targets.
Roger that. Here we go, Trigger.
Lieutenant General Shepard, we have a status report. 50% of the enemy forces have been neutralized.
That's mostly Gorka 3 strikes. Just an operation that doesn't rely on our ace pilots. You won't have many on board unless you can convince them that we don't need 3 strikes.
Why has the enemy taken so little damage? You drop a bomb blind and hit something.
Prioritize high-threat targets and groups of hostiles. Be generous with your special weaponry as well.
Have our ships to be soaked or stalled. Somebody do something about those bastards up there.
You chatter in that area has quieted down. Try a different location, Trigger. It looks like there are delicacies on other tables as well.
Lanza has the southern port to himself. Don't think he can go it alone.
Trigger, let's go.
This is Tucker 04, requesting airstrike on the helicopter carrying our target.
Damn it!
Target is Vice Chief of Naval Ops, Rear Admiral Samuel Prince, sending coordinates.
All aircraft, data link the intel we received from our recon team. If you have a visual on the target, shoot it down.
Don't let your guard down, guys. 100% survival rate. Let's go.
Yeah, we're all going home together.
Target confirmed down. With Samuel Prince gone, Aruja's naval stratagem will lose its edge.
Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
This is Shepard.
Seems 3 Strikes is showing a stellar performance. Osea has much need of you. That is the unanimous conclusion of those in this room, Brigadier General. Certainly not the result I predicted. I'm sorry, sir.
Pneumonia! The order is to abandon ship! The greatest pump can't keep up. Target enemy aircraft. Fire! On the spotlight. Missile evading!
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed.
Awesome. Keep it up, Trigger.
Came in for a picnic, found ourselves in a marathon. I thought you said this was gonna be a walk in the park?
You take walks to, well, walk. But a picnic, you have to eat.
You don't have to tell me what you prefer. It's a shipyard over there.
This port is home to multiple enemy fleets. Probably too much for Lanza's poor stomach.
Damn straight. Trigger, Cal, lend me a hand, will ya? That's a lot of ship spot. Make a fortune from your war zone. Why stock and salvage companies while you can? Aegis Ashore was hit and went offline. That aircraft evaded all that anti-air fire?
Confirming additional hostile ground forces. 4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control.
4 MiG-31s approaching. They're fast. These guys are interceptors. Bearing 310, altitude 2000.
This has been canceled.
This is Rhodey. We're like time until our fear catches up.
Anti-air fire.
Stay back. You're not equipped for air-to-air. Please look up your guns. Engaging.
Trigger is splashed abandoned. That's infiltrate from the enemy aircraft.
Vehicle eliminated.
Trigger's wiped out the enemy's AA guns.
Good. Friendly should have an easier time attacking ground targets. Target acquired.
Target has been destroyed. Keep your eyes on the sky. Ignore ground activity.
Bandits coming from the northwest. They're in large numbers. 8 Su-37s.
One later than coming in super low altitude, bearing 015. We have a report that 3 Strikes is among them. We have no further intel. Sorry, we couldn't detect the port. Roger that. Leave the rest to us. Astro Squadron, EGL Squadron, clear to engage.
You're in their sight.
Only bonus time. Don't waste it.
Missile launched. All aircraft. Your performance is disappointing. Pick it up. The attack will fail.
This is Tucker 04 requesting airstrike. Sending coordinates.
Returning to base. I've heard about you. You always have aircraft power currently striking around and quick. No joke. I have lost control.
Locked on.
Target acquired.
Target confirmed down. The man you just killed, Captain Dirk Tarnath, was the main reason why the cruiser Inyo was deemed such a threat.
Box 2.
Hostile ships approaching from the southeast. It's a large fleet with Aegis vessel Metis and battleship Dysnomia numbering among them.
We have to fight the fleet? After all that?
Let's do this. Bridge to CIC. Multiple smoke plumes from the port. If it weren't for the bad weather, we would have been caught in there. Prepare for anti-air combat. Arthur drone has reached the target. Captain, we're starting the guided artillery fire drill.
Command to the officer. Turn a drill into a real war.
You don't see it, do you? It's imagination.
Your imagination, my fellow submariners. A single shell will save 10 million lives.
Begin drill. Ready for anti-air combat. Anti-air combat. Missile in the air. Break, now! Box 2.
Target hit.
Breaking off.
Locked on!
Missile launched. Maintain course to return for resupply. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is Control.
Anchor Bay and Document Bay.
Strider 1, enemy has a lock.
Target is hit. Chaffee flares are running low.
I don't need any missiles to buy time.
Maintain course to return for resupply. Additional UAVs on radar.
Pretty shabby for a reinforcement.
Stay sharp. There's something amiss.
Locked on!
Missile in the air. Evade. Strider 1.
I'm on attack. Launch 2!
Warning, incoming high-speed projectile.
Projectile? It's a terminal guidance. Get away from that UAV. What do you mean?
Contact imminent.
Salvation!
Impact of the UAV's coordinates.
Shit, I'm hit.
What? What happened?
More on the way.
What in the world?
Strider 1, this is Control. Strider 1, this is Control.
You alright?
Fire incoming. Distance 50,000. It's adjusting its course.
Trigger, get away from it.
Distance 30,000. Contact imminent.
Trigger, you hanging in there?
Picture it. Salvation. The death of a million is a necessity.
Analysis shows the projectile was a railgun shell. We're currently determining the launch site.
They're shooting from beyond the horizon. That's why they need the UAV for terminal guidance.
We'll data link the predicted explosion radius from now on.
Damn it. You're telling me to leave my teammates behind?
Motion, head back. I want that 100% survival rating.
Roger that. I'm pulling out.
We got the rest covered.
I'm counting on you.
We've reduced enough of the enemy forces. Job well done.
That prime rib and truffle soup sure were good. But hold on, lunchtime's not over yet. We'll grab some desserts.
I knew you'd say that.
All hostile ships in the vicinity have been destroyed. Taking on this much naval power is an astonishing feat. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
Aircraft destroyed the entire port? You must be hallucinating.
It's not a hallucination, it's a nightmare!
Locked on, bandit. 1 million lives. Damn cowards, shooting us from beyond our range.
3 strikes is performing well above our expectations.
Oh, you sound downright ecstatic. All right, Trigger, let's go get him.
Target acquired. Target is down. All rotorcraft in the area appear to have been eliminated.
Our helicopters are all gone. So this is what the Silverens can do.
Tucker 04 to Lancaster. We need you to attack the designated heli.
Hostile has a lock.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact. Impact, now! 3 minutes remaining.
We're playing tag with a bomb. Locked on!
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Imagine.
Target confirmed down. In 10 years, Vice...
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is...
In 10 years, Vice Commander of the 7th Destroyer Squadron, Tom Von Lee, will be in charge of the Erusian Navy. Well, would have been, actually.
Enemy shell detected. 10 seconds to contact.
Locked on!
Contact imminent.
Never felt so cramped in the sky.
2 minutes remaining.
They got a beat on you.
Missile launched. UAV destroyed. Missile is closing. Strider 1, break! Strider 1, missile launched.
Enemy has a lock.
shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact.
I've got a sitting duck here. Missile cruising. There's so little wiggle room.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack.
Valkyrie, this is Quarterman. Package tags are ready for you. Also, before we go around the military, 3 strikes disguised assignment.
3 strikes. Relax the drive. Imagine we're just about to be killed. Why am I going to be killed, you ask? Because...
Strider 1, this is... Strider 1, this is...
Because they wanted to steal from you, to torment you, to burn you, to cut you apart. It was for your sins, your actions, and your vengeance. There has to be a reason. 3 strikes has done that. I do.
Target was not struck.
Do you see, Commanding Officer?
It's launched.
You don't, do you?
Strider 1, bandit splashed. Detecting shell in flight. 10 seconds to contact. Projectile exploded in the distance. Must be a failsafe.
Bingo. Looks like we found a solution.
All right, all aircraft, follow Trigger's example if you can.
Hell, that's easy for you to say.
Well done. We've managed to hit the Erusian Navy's fleet and command structure pretty hard.
That was definitely a free lunch if there ever was one.
Mission complete. Return to base. Withdraw from the operation airspace. You completed the mission, but it's not done until you return home.
Arrogant bastard.
Stand by. Warning, 2 bogies inbound. Bearing 090, Su-47s.
Lanta, missile, behind you! Lanta!
Strider 3 is hit.
Good. Now we have less goons to deal with. Do it, Scream. Yeah! That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw. What the...
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw.
That was great.
This will solidify our reputation.
Strider 1 is down.
That's those damn bats.
Engage to let Strider 3 escape. We're calling off the withdrawal.
Both of you, watch out for their missiles. The missile alert didn't go off in time. Hit me as soon as I heard it.
It may be that the enemy's missiles have stealth capabilities. Their missiles may hit you immediately after your missile alert goes off.
So that's the trick. Calling out to unidentified aircraft. Cease combat immediately and withdraw. What the...
Brigadier General Clemens is radioing enemy aircraft on Ocean channels.
Too late. Trigger's already started. I repeat, withdraw.
Don't let anyone think you can jump out. 3 strikes is going down.
They're responding. You goddamn idiots.
You call me an idiot again, I'll kill you.
Nicely done. You siblings can go to hell together. Brother and sister?
I'll take point.
Good, you're on their 6. It's 2 on 2, Trigger. We can't lose.
Sorry, but you don't count. It's 2 on 1.
Who are you calling a wuss?
The bats seem to have enhanced their ECM capabilities.
Righto. You're PMC, are you? That's why you got connections with the Ocean military.
You'll have to shoot us out of the sky if you want the answer.
Strider 1, shoot them down. Please, just shut up. They're trying to make you chase one so the other can get on your ass. Locked on! Fire again! Fire!
Strider 1, missile away. aircraft. Eject. Eject now. The Bat's blip has disappeared from our radar. At that altitude, it likely has crashed.
Serves them right. Yes. The problem has been eliminated.
Meet us at the drop-off point. 3 Strikes has removed all straggler Erusian forces. That did make for a good sideshow.
I have no doubt that the plan to save 10 million lives will lead Erusia to true victory.
Stop thinking so small. It's salvation on a far grander scale.
I can almost touch the water.
Lucian, no, stop it! Hey, chill.
Lucian, stand down! Sit!
Shit, my cola.
The fleet at Anchorhead was eliminated, and we prevented the submarine from joining forces. The unidentified aircraft were shot down too. The mission was a complete success.
Complete success, my ass.
Brigadier General, it sure seemed to me like the Bats knew you pretty damn well.
You seem to be confused. Report in for a medical check. We'll decide if you're still fit for service based on the examinations.
Cut it!
That's enough! Get the MP!
He's right. Get the MP.
Vice Chairman Edwards of the Joint Chiefs of Staff?
The alicorn slipped into Anchorhead Bay after the mission was completed, using the confusion for cover. It resupplied quickly and escaped unharmed. Their goal was not to join forces. It was to resupply using the window we created by chasing away the Erusian forces. We did their bidding, albeit unknowingly. But the problem runs deeper than our lack of tactical acumen. Analyst North, explain for us.
Of the crew caught in the submarine accident, 330 men made it back alive. Of them, 300 are still in the sub today. Our intel has led us to believe that some or all of the 30 men who left the sub are now working as agents for the alicorn. Sabotage, espionage, cyber propaganda, dissemination of false intel. Brigadier General, do you recognize the name Edgar Saxon, or Zool, as he used to go by? He is a former member of the alicorn's crew, and your source of intel.
You are a fool, Brigadier General Clemens. Not only that, the radio communications during the mission suggest you are a traitor.
Sir, if you check with Lieutenant General Shepard, you'll understand that this is all just a misunderstanding.
The Lieutenant General claims you were responsible for handling all aspects of the mission. Now, let me say that again. Get the MP.
No need for that. Piece of shit.
We've acquired important intel from the mission. For example, the shells from long-range anti-air fire came in on depressed trajectories. Look. The estimated energy output of the railgun is 500 megajoules at least. Fired at minimum energy trajectory, range is over 3,000. They hit a powerful rail cannon aside from their main guns.
It's almost like Stonehenge.
A mobile Stonehenge.
And also, this. The alicorn was in harbor at Anchorhead for approximately 10 minutes. They couldn't have loaded SLBMs. They loaded something smaller.
Smaller?
What is smaller and yet a powerful weapon?
Tactical nukes.
Close. The answer is tactical nuclear shells.
Nuclear shells?
No way.
Hey, he got that question right.
Nah, I missed the shell part.
Quiet.
They'll likely attack our bases on the East Coast.
Their target's ORED, the Ocean capital.
They want a nuclear war?
Here's a question. What's a situation where nuclear deterrence doesn't work?
Quiz guy, I've had enough of this.
Oh, only if terrorists have the nukes.
Correct.
Damn, Scald.
Hey, I'm good at trivia games.
But we're after an Erusian submarine, not terrorists.
No, he's right. HQ tells me Erusia's justification is that the alicorn mutinied. As such, the Erusian military cannot be held responsible for the submarine's actions.
Damn.
So they intend on dropping a nuke on the Osean capital of Olred.
Here's a question for you, analyst. Just exactly who are we fighting?
Correct term is terrorist, or irregular military, but I have a different name for them. An enemy to be stopped at all costs.
Correct.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here.
The Erusian military finally sent part of the alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in Olred. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to Olred within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by Osea, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The alicorn will move along the Azalea seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at P&E Trench. The sub's max operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm going to give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sono buoys to build a sono buoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sono buoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Wiseman?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is an order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. Oh, come on! Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Sector 1. We'll deploy the sono buoy barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood.
Understood.
Roger. Understood.
3 strikes of rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Rip the wings off that degenerate!
Strider 2, engaging. Strider 3, engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Engage. Here's a question. How many aircraft can the alicorn carry?
20 to 30 is a aircraft. That's unconfirmed intel. Could be more. With 3 these strikes, you could reduce them to a single digit.
I'm on my target, Mateo.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can you get him?
Debris from the downed aircraft is landing in the water.
Let me know the bodies. I need the debris stops raining.
Special delivery.
Missile away.
Right behind him.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Submarines underwater. They're using pilots as sacrificial lambs, just like with their UAVs.
Missile away. Bon voyage.
I've got him in my crosshairs.
UAV confirmed destroyed.
Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Two groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. I see lots of signs held up. Lots of banners flying in the air. They're advertising drones.
What? You're in Elred?
Well, yeah, I live here. I haven't solved the terminal guidance mystery either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
Hey, you guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Running? Wait, running? Yes, those drones are running away.
What do you mean?
I'll call you back. Alex, I need you to check something.
Nice kill, Trigger. The patrol aircraft can continue now.
45% of startup is dropped. Enemy visual inbound. Prepare for impact.
Shit! Hold on tight, guys. Prioritizing the ones close to the patrol aircraft.
Sector 2, we've been attacked by hostiles.
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
Strata 1, missile launched. Target was not struck.
Enemy locked on. Fighting.
Knew it. That captain was up to no good.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
Hostile confirmed down. Don't know. Please got her back.
Trigger, the other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you. Do us proud.
70% of sonar buoys dropped.
Just a little more.
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles.
Go back underwater where you came from. Stop it sonar buoy now.
Man behind you, caution.
Situation normal.
If we clear the baffles, Captain.
They won't chase by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
95% of sonar buoys dropped.
No problem. They must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Come if you dare, 3 strikes.
Patrol down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch. Shit! Sorry, Trigger.
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority.
Confirming new hostiles.
Locked on. Locked on. We've been hit by a missile. More incoming.
Our ghost pal is in a tight spot.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
Fox 2.
Lost control. I've lost control.
We lost a patrol aircraft. Only 2 remaining.
According to my calculations, we can still do this.
Let's stop relying on calculations. Shit.
Victory is searching over a wide area. We're going to need quite a few. All sonar buoys dropped. Barrier completed. Analysis complete. Data linking the alicorn navigable zone.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger, you're on contingent combat air patrol.
Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us. I appreciate that.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
UAV eliminated.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Strata 1, target acquired. Missile launched.
Strider
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Trigger, your MAD showing a stronger reaction. The alicorn must be near.
You've set the hook. Now you just have to reel it in.
Picking up a magnetic signature. Signature lost. I'm seeing strong noise in the MAD signal.
Shit. They predicted that we'd use the MAD.
Seems like this is our contingency.
They know it's the source of the noise on the ocean surface. It's likely similar to a buoy.
I don't have a window, so I don't know about buoys, but I'm detecting strong radio sources.
Correct. That's it.
Sending the location of the jamming devices. Destroy them.
Trigger, let's destroy the jamming buoys. Bit of a chore. We'll have to destroy them one by one. What the? A huge explosion just went off underwater.
An explosion? That's a patrol aircraft. What's happening underwater? Underwater rescue is impossible. We're only training explosion actors. The alicorn will use the noise recover and head out at full speed.
Destroy the jamming buoys before the enemy submarine escapes.
Speed ahead. Destruction confirmed. Sir. Don't let him get away. Keep it up.
Damn it. Inspector, I need you to determine the sub location again as soon as the noise dies down.
Can we make it?
This sub will slip away safely.
Good sideshow.
The last jamming buoy has been destroyed.
How'd it go?
Wait for the sonar buoys to respond.
God damn it.
Collecting intel about the enemy submarine.
Caution. Pull up.
Hey, you okay?
Analysis done. Data linking.
His location is moved. Trigger, I'm sending you the search area. Don't let it get away.
The alicorn has almost reached the trench. Time's running out.
Hurry.
It's okay. Trigger's already on the hunt.
Confirming more hostile UAVs. They just launched from the alicorn. You've reeled it in. Positive hit on the MAD.
That's it.
Strider 1 found the submarine alicorn.
All that flying around paid off.
We ain't done yet. Give it the finishing blow. Turning coordinates fire. Commence preparations to fire the VL Asrock.
VL Asrock ready for launch.
Line of fire is clear.
Ready.
Fire all missiles.
Fire!
Missile away.
All anti-submarine missiles launched.
Report the results.
Did we get him?
Alicorn spotted. It's surfacing.
Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We didn't hit him. What? You're wrong, Count. Back him into the core.
Our vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger.
Roger. Roger. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't train it. Evacuate. Both destroyer Seagull and Aegis vessel carry. The order is to abandon ship. Fought at the bottom of the sea. I will not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
One of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces.
They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about.
Throttle up. Fire! Fire!
The alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat.
Strider 1 has destroyed a railgun.
Awesome. That's one horn snapped off. Direct hit on main gun. It's wrecked. The alicorn is diving.
Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no need to
retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. My people located is about to surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourselves to hit the alicorn as it surfaces.
I know.
Missile launched.
I'm gonna open this guy up.
UAV confirmed destroyed.
We picked up the alicorn underwater.
Strider 1, target acquired. The alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the bottom of the abyss? Cool down your speech. Main guns commence fire!
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Fire! Fire! Right now! Right!
The alicorn has launched aircraft.
That's real skill there. They've got serious guts to take off right now.
Guts. They're just damn crazy.
Strider 1, missile away. Flying objects have been launched from the alicorn. They have different signatures from the UAVs we've seen.
Allies down! Small UAVs have activated EM barriers.
I have visual. Similar to the arsenal boost of this system.
What do we do then? We don't have Stonehenge to bust through them, you know.
Enemy submarine diving.
My fellow submariners, your lives carry weight. It gives you the right to take the lives of others.
Enemy submarine sailing capabilities are more than twice. Are our allies moving up?
Missile launched.
The three scars. More fitting because they have. Hostile right behind me!
Target shot down.
Jetman walking. Why should we fear death?
In gun range.
Splashed. Not bad, not bad.
It's up to them from here on out. Self-spotted. Setting underwater coordinates.
Enemy submarine surfacing.
Get in between three strikes and a submarine!
Strider 1, missile away.
Cyclops 2, Fox 2.
The submarine's aircraft have taken off. Strider 1, locked on target.
Commence fire! We're gonna take out the one flying low from above.
Target's in machine gun range.
Damn. The biggest submarine that can't dive would be easy prey.
All railguns have been destroyed.
Trigger took both of its arms off. Don't let your guard down. There's no guarantee that monster only has a pair of them.
All right, we'll do our best. That's it. Keep firing. Crush their lives under the weight of your lead.
Get them before they go under again, Trigger.
The alicorn has submerged. Wait for the next window of attack.
We got a moment or two. Is that right?
The advertising drones. These guys are doing the terminal guidance.
Hey, chill. Trigger's example.
They are advertising drones flying above the demonstrators. They're perfect for a guidance system. You're human, that captain. I'll call you back. Alex, how far away is the closest airbase?
82 kilometers.
Nice work.
You see your lives being lost. Completion is at hand! The souls of the dead are coming together like the pieces of a puzzle. We have water pouring into the main valve tanks.
Hurry up and show yourself already.
Self-spotted. Setting underwater coordinates.
Alicorn surfacing.
We must save those souls that die chained to the prison of ethics. It's almost like a porcupine.
Missile hit. The pressure hull near the ballast tank has sustained damage.
Don't let Trigger hog the spotlight. Forward critical condition, reactor control. Fissures in the pressure hull.
Longcaster, my HUD's glitching. Trigger, count. How are things over there?
We've identified the source of the jamming signal. is the alicorn.
That's a sinking surface sub of easy. Taking fire!
Strider 1, missile launched. Trigger destroyed a jammer. Jamming signals no longer detected.
Quick and work, just as always. Trigger, drones can be destroyed before they activate their barriers. That's a pretty small window, but I know Trigger can pull it off.
Trigger's attack hit. Can visually confirm hull damage.
Let's follow his lead, aircraft!
Enemy has a lock.
The alicorn is diving.
They got away! Hello? We're in the middle of a search. How are things? We're going to jam this entire region in the Air Force's EW aircraft.
Whoa. That's a big pain.
All radios will be disabled. Controlling the drones and terminal guidance would be impossible. It's crude, but effective.
Bastard.
Cell phone will stop working too. This might be our last call. Leave the rest to us.
You can't hide forever. Bandit down.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
We picked up the alicorn underwater.
The alicorn is surfaced. Commence assault.
What we have to do is simple. I give the orders and you snuff out the target.
Follow Trigger's lead.
Fox 2.
Can I make it? Strider 1, warning, missile!
That's a hit. Target is hit.
That was Trigger.
Balance takes a bit damage. We can't maintain buoyancy.
Target acquired.
Strider 1 is going down. Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We didn't hit it up. What? You're wrong, Count. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger. Understood.
Roger.
Roger. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't do anything. Evacuate. We've lost Destroyer Seagull. The Aegis vessel Canary. The order is two years to be lost at the bottom of the sea. Do not allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces. They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about. Throttle up. Fire!
The alicorn fired its railguns.
Trigger's down! Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We didn't hit up. What? You're wrong, Count. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger. Understood. Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger. Prepare to abandon ship. We can't wait it. Evacuate. Lost Destroyer Seagull. The Aegis vessel Canary. Strider 1 is down. Surfacing? We haven't sunk it? It's attacking our fleet. Son of a... We didn't hit up. What? You're wrong, Count. Back them into a corner. They're vulnerable now that they've surfaced. Follow up on Trigger. Welcome.
Roger.
Welcome. Roger. Crew, prepare to land ship. We can't train it. Evacuate! Lost Destroyer Seagull and Aegis vessel Canary.
Target's destruction confirmed.
The two years that we fought at the bottom of the sea. Allow our perseverance to be desecrated.
You're being locked onto by the railguns. Increase your speed and run, Trigger.
If one of those railguns hits us, we'll be torn into a million pieces. They'll be looking for aircraft as well. Don't flutter about. Throttle up. Check the radiation level every 5 minutes. you have any coolant leaks? We're thinking reactor's no good. Focus on anti-air combat. Start training ASAP.
The alicorn fired its railguns.
It's using its main guns for anti-air combat. The alicorn is diving.
Ballast tank should be damaged. We'll have to surface again soon. We need to shoot down the drones that have been launched.
There's no means of retreat. We'll have to kill them all if we are to live. If you wish to live, then you must let go of your life.
Vector Squadron will continue surveillance. I can get information about the surface.
That's more than enough. All aircraft, position yourself to hit the alicorn as it surfaces.
Righto. Enemy has a lock. Evade.
Sub-spotted. Sending underwater coordinates.
Behind the enemy.
The alicorn has surfaced. Commence assault.
Be not afraid. Did you not leave your fears behind at the sides of the abyss?
Targeting complete. Commence fire.
That's a hit. Target is hit.
That was Trigger!
Ballast tanks have been damaged. We can't maintain buoyancy.
Missile launched.
Right there! Right! Acquired lock on bandit. Firing!
The alicorn has launched aircraft. Target hit.
The enemy submarine's outer hull is severely damaged. It won't be able to dive like that. Yeah. All right. What's going on?
I know this voice. This is the submarine aircraft cruiser Alicorn. We surrender. Stop shooting.
All aircraft, cease fire.
It's a con man talking. I should know.
Let's just sink it!
Negative. We cannot attack those that have surrendered. It's a breach of international law.
I repeat, we surrender.
What do we do?
Weapon use is prohibited.
I hold international law so dearly. We'll no longer be soldiers the moment we don't. Then I'll happily quit my career.
Do not attack.
We will surrender. We are currently making preparations to be disarmed.
I'm David North, an analyst at the Ocean Intelligence Agency. Captain, we've already jammed your terminal guidance system over ORED. Your shot will miss the mark.
Let me tell you a story. Back when I was a gunnery officer, I had to aim at an enemy ship 30 kilometers away in the middle of a storm. The seas were rough that day.
Hit the bell, Trigger. Hurry! Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Russia!
Target is the Ocean capital of Foreign. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away from the high of the ocean.
Strider 1 has crashed!
Hit the bell, Trigger. Hurry! Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Russia!
Target is the Ocean capital of Foreign.
Strider 1 is down.
Hit the bell, Trigger. Hurry! Wait, Trigger.
Stop attacking immediately.
Russia!
Target is the Ocean capital of Foreign. To take the lives of 1 million people 5,000 kilometers away from the high of the ocean.
It fired.
What happened?
That's a blatant violation of orders, you dumbass!
Load the next shell.
Aye, sir.
All aircraft, destroy the alicorn.
Alright.
Look up. Understood.
Aim for the base of the rail cannon.
FCS error. Can't raise the elevation of the barrel.
X-rays in the sky is a sign of an ill omen. Captain, all slow ahead. Flood gas trim tanks.
First, focus the gas first, and that'll give the gun the elevation it needs.
Liar! You just want to kill people. We won't let you.
Never capacity charge at 25%. Pitch angle at 2 degrees.
That's our final answer.
I see loads of floating objects in the waves. I don't think there are any survivors, Wiseman.
Copy that. The enemy submarine has been destroyed. Operation is complete.
That was unbelievable. Just all of it.
That's right. Yeah.
There are some who send those around them to their doom. Like Captain Mateus Torres, who was a devil incarnate. There are others. Others who show the way to everyone else. Those who stand at the forefront to cast the light. Those who follow them can't help but feel that they're in the right hands, that they'll make it. This is an era where there isn't a singular answer, like a quiz question. The world awaits a hero to keep the torch aloft, banishing the darkness.
Quite the poet. That's a story I'm gonna have to tell my kid.
All aircraft in David, the operation is complete. Return to base and get some rest. Oh man, finally time for some munchies. Could you hand me the burger over there? Oh, and the knife and fork too, please.
Once I get back to base, I'm heading to the mess hall. Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
This is Patrol Aircraft Sector 1. We're deploying the solar buoy barrier. We're all prepared to find the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one needs to fly to locate it.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood.
Roger.
Understood.
Operation is complete.
Can we celebrate now?
Yeah, good work.
Yeah!
Yahoo! Your next mission's in 32 hours.
Whoa. Not something I'll tell my son about. Give me a break.